What's up, guys? Welcome to this special video. Due to the holiday season, I thought I'd be bringing you my top 5 picks for Disney Christmas films. The 5 films that I feel are, well, at least I could say for me, are pretty much a guaranteed need to watch, especially in this time of year. So I'm going to do 5, not in any particular order. Comment below, let me know which ones you enjoy and which ones you agree with or you don't agree with me on. But I figured this would be a fun thing to do, so let's get started. Number 5, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, I wasn't even sure if I should even put this in these top 5, but honestly, for me, it is a very much Christmas film. Even though it's very focused on Halloween, and hopefully I don't do any spoilers. If I do, I'm sorry. But even though it's focused on Halloween, from the music to the whole premise, most of it is taking place regarding Christmas. I love to watch this during Christmas time. The music is fantastic. The claymation, the movie itself is just great. And it just really sets the mood for me. I know you can watch it during Halloween, which you can, I did. But also, I enjoy watching it in Christmas. It's just a fantastic film to watch in Christmas. That's my number 5 pick. So now let's get into number 4. Prep and Landing. Now this one is a newer film. It's not one of the quote-unquote Disney films, but it is considered a movie. It's a TV movie. ABC comes on, and it's a fantastic film. I actually prefer the first one over the second. It's just one of those films where you watch it, it makes you feel warm inside, makes you want to get a hot chocolate, and it just makes you enjoy the actual holiday season. It's a great movie, for me at least. I highly recommend, if you haven't seen it already, please be sure to check out when it's coming on. ABC Family, especially right now, does put it on quite a bit because it is part of the 25 Days of Christmas. So you can probably find it there in case you aren't able to catch it on ABC. If you have a DVR to record it, because for me personally, it's just another one of those films that you gather your whole family together and you can watch it, and it's ready to go. Christmas time is here. So that's my number 4 pick, and now we go to number 3. Ernest Saves Christmas. Ernest Saves Christmas is also one of the most I grew up on Ernest. I watched all of the Ernest films. Ernest Saves Christmas is fantastic. Basically, the premise is what it sounds like. Ernest needs to be Santa to save Christmas. He needs to get everything together because, unfortunately, Santa has been held up, to say the least. So, Ernest Saves Christmas, actually, I'm not sure. I have to check. It might be on Netflix. I don't know if you have Netflix or not. But, it's not too expensive to, well, the problem is with digital now. Like, if you went to Blockbuster when that was around, that would have been like 99 cents to rent. Now it's probably like $5 to rent, but it's still a good movie. It's an older film, but it has still the goodness of the funniness of it. Funniness? Is that it? The goodness and the joy of the movie makes you laugh, and just gives you that Christmas feel. So for me, that's just another one of those must-sees in the season. So that's my number 3 pick, and let's get to number 2. So my number 2 pick is The Small One. This is an older film, much older. You probably, if you were to YouTube it, you'd probably find it. You probably have to do some searching actually to find it. It's kind of a rare film because it's something that Disney hasn't done that kind of film actually in a while. But it focuses basically on a donkey, and it goes kind of through the whole nativity story. But it just kind of shows the importance of even the smallest creature that may feel they don't, have a lot to offer or aren't important, how they can become one of the most, important things out there. So it's a great film. It's, again, one of those things where, especially if you're familiar with the nativity story, if you enjoy the nativity story, you're just going to really enjoy the film. And for it to come from Disney is just really, icing on the cake, really plus, because they really don't take any shortcuts, and the film is very good, especially when it comes to the music and, of course, the visuals. Like I said, it is older, so it is hand-drawn, the animation, but it's a nice thing nowadays when everything's coming out with computerized graphics and animation. So to have that is good. It's definitely still one of the ones we actually watch as a family every year. It's just a fantastic film, so highly recommend it if you haven't seen it already, but it's The Small One. Now my number 1 was a little tricky because it's technically 2 because I could not decide which one, but it's the Mickey's Christmas Carol and the Muppets Christmas Carol. Both of those are just really good. If you've seen the Mickey Christmas Carol, you probably have, only because, again, it comes on quite a bit on ABC Family, on ABC and everything like that, and it's kind of a staple. with the Disney films, and especially with the cartoons from Mickey Mouse. So it is really recognized, and it's a great film. It's fantastic. It's fun. Pete playing the ghost of Christmas future, right? And so Donald Duck, and seeing Scrooge and Mickey, it's just good. But Muppet Christmas Carol is really up there. It is, to me, could be because I saw it at a young age, but I remember everything about that film. It's just a fantastic film. There's Michael Caine who plays Ebenezer Scrooge. He does a great job, and at least for me, the Muppets are kind of the big thing. You have Kermit, you have Miss Piggy and stuff, but it's funny because the Muppets actually kind of changed the feel of the movie, and at least for me, it was actually kind of intense, a lot of the scenes, but then you have kind of the comedic roles come in, and they kind of ease up the mood before it gets to the next part. So if you haven't seen it already, I highly recommend you go watch or rent or however you're going to see it, but just get it and watch the Muppets Christmas Carol. It's a really good movie. It's fun, and it's just, again, one of those movies that you just got to watch, especially in the holiday season, as well as Mickey's Christmas Carol. So those are the two for number one. Alright guys, that does it for my list for the top 5 Christmas Disney films, at least on my list of what you should be watching this holiday season. And I also did not I gotta give this shout out to number 6. I didn't make the top 5, but it was Santa Claus with Tim Allen. The first one, 2 and 3 are okay, but the first one is the best. Favorite scene in the movie of Santa Claus, number 1 for me, is when he's, again, shouldn't be a big spoiler alert, but if you haven't seen it, be sure to watch it. He's becoming Santa. He likes to eat. He goes up to a meeting and he orders quite a bit of scrumptious sounding food from double chocolate fudge pudding, and when he's eating it, it just looks fantastic, and it just makes me say, every year I always say, we need to make that, we need to eat that somehow. It's a fantastic film, but it did not make the list, but I still had to kind of just bring it out there, because if you don't want to see one of these movies, definitely substitute it for the Santa Claus. You won't be disappointed. But I just want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great night, day, week when you're watching this. Please, if you haven't already, be sure to check out the other playlist, which is Unboxing Tuesday, as well as Let's Play Disney Infinity 2.0, and of course Disney Magic News, which is updated every Friday at 9 in the morning Central Time. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Please be sure to hit the like button on this video. It means so much to me. And I will see you on the next Disney Magic News video. Stay magical.